Hi, I'm Jan Martin McGuire, and I'm going to be reading one of my favorite stories out of my new book, Journey. Eye to Eye. In 2013, while leading the group of artists for Ambassadors Against Poaching, on a conservation project to see and experience elephants so that we could turn them into art to help raise funds and awareness to fight poaching, we had what can only be described as a spiritual encounter. One day, we drove into the center of the park along the river. There was quite a large herd there, peacefully eating along the bank. We stopped, and most of our party began photographing. Since I have been to the park multiple times, I didn't photograph much. Rather, I sat my camera down beside me and just watched. I suppose we were there longer than most tourists stay, because the matriarch raised her head and looked our way. Since I could read their body language, I knew she wasn't agitated or upset. I thought to myself, she's curious who we are and why we are sitting here so long. She had a very young calf by her side, probably about 1 year. Her older calf, of about 4 or 5, had his head buried in the vegetation, eating. She began to walk parallel to the river, and then, suddenly, she just turned and walked towards us, and towards us, and towards us. I sat in amazement as she literally walked right up to us with her calf by her side. I could have easily touched her massive wrinkled head. She raised her face, opened her eyes wide, with her long fringed lashes, and looked right into my eyes with the rich topaz-colored iris. I sat spellbound. My heart felt like it was going to stop. She looked deep into my eyes, like she was searching my soul, and I into hers. It felt like forever, but was only a brief minute. She then turned and walked the length of the vehicle, looking at the rest of the artists as I sat, as spellbound as I was. When she turned and headed back towards the herd, I burst into tears. The guide, quite concerned, turned his head quickly and asked if I had been afraid. I could see that he was surprised at my reaction, as we had already spent many days together and had come to admire each other's knowledge, even kiddingly bantering over names of birds and identifications. He wouldn't have taken me as someone that would have been afraid. I shook my head no, I was not afraid. I'm not sure I even got any words out. And then Julie Askew, an artist from England, who was right behind me, put her hand on my shoulder and said, "She was thanking you," which of course made me burst into tears all over again. Later, my concerned guide took the time to tell me that he had never seen an elephant ever do anything quite like that. I can easily say it was one of the most memorable moments of all my times in Africa and in life.
Natazama mbele, ninasonga mbele.